Centuries ago, a deal was struck between the heroes of the good and the evil. The land you visited was sanctioned to the evil. In there, the undead could walk like living human beings among us. Yes, most people referred to them as zombies. Mauro Bosque was an adventurer, a survivalist, but most of all, he was a dreamer. Mauro spent his days exploring some of the most dangerous places in the world and sharing those adventures on his internet reality show, Hombre y Tierra. In January of 2005, he sought out to explore the dense forests of Belize to search for a series of legendary caves which he believes were once home to a clan of historic Mayan warriors. While on that excursion, he was believed to have disappeared without a trace. What happened during that 3-day hike has remained a mystery until the recent discovery of classified footage stolen from a Belizean government office. This is the story of the Woodsman. Armed with only 2 backpacks, their passports, and $1,200, filmmakers Jeff Johns and Ryan Lowridge have traveled the globe in search of answers as to why there hasn't been anything done to completely eradicate leprosy for good. Through India, Nepal, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam, they talk to WHO doctors, aid workers, meet those affected in colonies, and try to understand why more isn't being done to whip out the world's oldest and most misunderstood disease. This film follows the filmmakers on their breathtaking journeys across the world as they search for answers, meet those affected, and learn about the lives, cultures, triumphs, and struggles of those truly affected by the stigma. A truly humanitarian way to expose and spread awareness of this disease. In 2008, Dominica celebrated 30 years of independence from Great Britain with an extraordinary nationwide reunion. It was a time for Dominicans, local and abroad, to reflect on past struggles, achievements, and share a vision of their future. This film takes us on a journey of discovery that spans several decades and countries. The film captures the culture of the people, breathtaking island scenes, and the nostalgia of those who have stayed abroad for too long. Charting a Future for Paradise is a story about the nature island of Dominica. It is a story of vision and determination about how this small Caribbean country overcame the challenges of nature, limited resources, and a stagnant population to sustain herself as an independent nation. Through the eyes of maverick musicians, Stefan and Adi embark on a musical adventure and are now exposed to some of the hardships and injustices people face each and every day. The Austrians' experience shows how music transcends and uplifts during the road trip on an old school bus transformed into their home on wheels. They rode with them as they meet locals, exchange songs, and discover music that is more than just frivolous diversion. The next award will be for a documentary about Ecuador's proposal to fight climate change. The government would leave intact the vast oil reserves that lie beneath a pristine portion of the Amazon, as long as the world compensates the country with hundreds of millions of dollars. If accepted, this proposal would contribute to preserving biodiversity, avoiding carbon dioxide emissions, and respecting the rights of indigenous peoples and their way of life. A wild idea shows how an initiative that sounds utopian was turned into an official proposal championed around the world. On a lighter side of this festival, a short film about an insecure nerdy guy who upgrades his fashion for a gothic woman that resembles his favorite anime character. Our next film is a narrative feature. It portrays the life of 11 people who belong to different walks of life. Though each individual has achieved a measure of success in their individual lives, their darkest secrets come out in the open when all of them are given some time for introspection, when they meet each other in a bizarre twist of events. They realize that their lives are interwoven, and this literally shakes up their peaceful lives. Terrorized to the core by an unknown entity in an unfamiliar place, each individual is petrified and is hesitant to talk or take each other into confidence for one simple reason: the fear of the unknown. This film is a story of hope, struggles, strength, encouragement, and a mother's love for her child. 9-year-old Miguel Rodriguez and his mother are smuggled into a bus with the hopes of entering the United States for the first time. Unfortunately, the journey doesn't go as planned, and a new destiny awaits Miguel and his mother. A suspenseful family drama that will crush your heart to the core. Winner of Best Narrative Feature Film, Smuggled. A Little Revolution, a story of suicides and dreams, follows the remarkable journey of filmmaker Harpreet Kaur, who travels from the rural villages of Punjab to the capital of India with children of farmers who have committed suicide. She confronts the government's highest officials with the hope that they will understand the effects of their policies and avail the opportunity to help these children. There are 2.5 million victims of human trafficking worldwide. This film follows the journey of Mien and other young girls in the turbulent world of sex slavery that at times seems unfathomable. At a young age, she enters life in a brothel, and her virginity is sold at a high price. Even when help is within reach, obstacles that appear too great to conquer squelch her dream of freedom. This is the story of redemption, ordinary people who become unlikely heroes, Cambodians rising up with compassion to take back their country, and a town's process of rebuilding from the inside out. Mien gives hope in the midst of a blinding darkness. In a world where it is estimated that there are over 1 million children held captive and sexually abused, a flower blooms in the heart of Cambodia. For the first time this year, the TWIFF Heroes Award will be celebrated on an annual basis. For this year's award, we would like to introduce you to the husband and wife team who have founded Books for the Barrios, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to supply millions of books overseas, train teachers in developing countries in a modern method of teaching, and establish over 50 Model of Excellence schools, helping millions of children throughout the world. The organization has expanded, allowing it to reach needy schools by directly sending books to Mexico, Honduras, the Philippines, and Bhutan, as well as providing consulting services to other nonprofit organizations who want to help over 140 book-deprived countries.